Today, I will explain why formative assessments are useful in classroom settings. Formative assessments are useful because teachers can do a quick review at how they are teaching in order to best serve their students. How have you ever been in a relationship and thought, wow, I should have assessed this better? Maybe your partner is making you angry. Maybe they are just annoying the ever-loving mess out of you. Maybe you should have done a formative assessment. If you had done a formative assessment, you might have been able to examine if there was something you needed to adjust in order to make things work. Had you done a formative assessment as a couple, you and your partner could have adjusted what you were doing in order to make things work. For example, collaborating and taking out the trash more. Formative assessments inside the classroom are analogical to the needs for formative assessments in a relationship. They're completely relative. Yes, formative assessments take time, and time inside your classroom is really valuable. However, sometimes it is important to take time out of your day in order to be the most effective, efficient, and productive. It is like I tell my students in art class sometimes. The best work you make is the art you spend the most time on. It helps to go back and critique what you have done before finishing your creation to make sure you have completed the project correctly. Not every child learns the same. Suppose you have two classes. One class has a student base that is majority great readers. The second class, the students are majority kinesthetic learners. If you teach each class the same, they're not going to be beneficial because your kinesthetic learners are not going to learn the same as your reading learners. Ergo, you can't possibly teach one class the same as you teach another. During the year, it is extremely beneficial to examine how you are teaching and how your students are learning. If your students are not learning at the rate you would expect them to learn, then you need to assess how you are teaching and how your students are learning to discover if there are any adjustments that need to be made. Is it really worth your time, you say? Yes, yes, yes. Look at the research that has been done. In 1998, two British researchers by the name of Paul Black and Dillian Williams completed a 10-year study to prove why formative assessments work. They even said there were whopping gains in learning. So like I said, formative assessments work. Your students will learn more successfully because you are doing quick assessments to ensure you and your students are being as efficient and effective as you can be. Maybe, had you done a formative assessment to a significant other, things might have turned out differently.